Pokemon and I go way back to my childhood and was one of the biggest influences for my interest in Japan and me moving and living there. Both my desk at work and home have Pokemon plushies and a lot of them. It is no secret that I am a huge Pokemon fan, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite Pokemon, Mawile, and the very strange origins behind it. But before we get into it, please make sure to smash subscribe and hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now with that said, let's get to it. Mawile, like many Pokemon, are based off yokai, which are Japanese monsters, spirits, and demons. Yokai take many shapes and forms, including that spork from Toy Story 4. If you would like to know what I meant by that, leave a comment below. Mawile is based off of the Futakuchi Onna, or the two-mouthed woman in English. While she looks like a normal woman up front, she hides quite a secret. Located in the back of her skull is a second mouth. This mouth causes a skull-splitting pain towards the woman inflicted with the curse. The Futakuchi Onna can use her hair like tentacles, and reach out and grab food to feed on. Only by feeding can the Futakuchi Onna ease her pain. Most of the origin stories involve a woman being deprived food either by choice or by force. One of the most popular stories involves a very stingy man who tried to avoid spending money whenever he could. One day, he meets a woman and is told that she eats little to no food. The man was so happy upon hearing this that he married her and brought her home immediately. And sure enough, the man was happy at first as he never saw his wife eating. However, it didn't take long before he started noticing that his food supplies were declining. This confused him, as he has been watching his wife for quite some time and knows she hasn't been eating. One night, he gets out of bed and spots his wife in the kitchen. But something was terribly wrong. She was not moving at all, and what he saw next shocked him to the core. Her hair started moving and formed hundreds of tentacle-shaped arms. All of the arms reached and grabbed his food. He watched as the arms pulled the food back towards her head, but saw that her mouth did not move. It was at that point that he saw the serpent-like tongue come out from the back of her skull. The tongue grabbed the food and brought it into the second mouth. He could see the sharp teeth tear apart the food with ease. Once she was done eating, her hair returned back to normal and concealed her second mouth. The man entered the kitchen immediately and asked for a divorce. The woman took one look at the man's pale face and immediately knew he saw what she truly was. And without hesitation, she knocks the man out, ties him up, and carries him off to the mountains where she came from, and he was never heard from again. Another story involves a woman with a child and a stepchild. Despite having enough food for both, she chooses to starve the stepchild and give the extra food to the real one. The child starved for 49 days until they finally died. Rather than proceeding into the afterlife, the child's spirits entered the back of the stepmother's skull. The woman felt her skull split as a mouth opened in the back of her head. Cursed, she was to forever feel the hunger of the starved child. And on top of that, she had to listen to the mouth talk, whisper, cry, and shriek in the voice of her deceased stepdaughter. It's hard to believe that something so creepy and dark can end up as something so adorable, but the Japanese have a way of changing their monsters into really lovable creatures. I am currently forming a list of Pokemon with Japanese origin, and I wanted to ask if you would be interested in seeing more of this kind of content. It'll be quite some time before I can safely go outside and make Japanese travel vids, so I'm trying to find some new content to put up in the meantime. Let me know in the comments if you're interested, and if you haven't already, please make sure to hit those subscribe and like buttons. It helps the YouTube algorithm recommend my content to more people, and it helps me grow. So, that's going to be it for today's video. Remember to stay safe and practice social distancing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.